I would have robbed him. Like, he could keep his chains, he could keep his jewelry, he could keep his wallet, but I would have robbed him for the hat. Hi, it's Crystal from K-Hip-Hop Discussions, and today I'm going to do episode 3 of Show Me the Money, so let's get into it.
Damn. Chong is kicking like John Claude Brand. Damn. Man flipping candy yams in the dog's caravan. Skirt. Trapping sis next to had the church. Burr. Hey, I'm in
The chirp? That's crazy.
I'm a tall boy. This not a Moore gun in my gun more. Splash, this 223 gonna be your soul. And this is Mr. Kid, man, you in trouble. Like, if it ain't about money, man, same number, who this? Tail like some incense, feeling like a Buddhist. You think you a rude, man? I'm the rudest.
Yeah, you can kind of tell the Gray wasn't feeling that. Like, you can kind of tell, but it was alright. The performance was good, but it was like, alright. Like I said, during Rap Public, still reminds me of Lil Jon. Very crunk. I think he is from Atlanta, or at least Georgia, down south, somewhere like that. But then he ended up going to New York or whatever. Other than that, I actually missed this performance when I was watching live because I'm always a few minutes late to the live stream. But yeah, so that's my first time seeing it. He passed with a 2 pass. And I don't know, I think it's going to be really fun to see what Double Down brings to the rest of the show. He's really entertaining. He's definitely an entertainer. Not the best rapper, great performer. Like, he's not the best rapper, but I'm not saying he's a bad rapper when I say that. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, that was interesting, and I'm gonna go on to the next one. Alright, another person from Rap Public is KP. As I said in my video, I wanted to see more of KP, so I was so excited when I saw him, but let's watch the performance before we get too much into that.
Whoa.
Yeah, alright, shish. Yeah, alright, shish. Yeah, alright. 비싼 원래 올린 차 벌레 펄기 맡겨놔 시동 걸어두지 말고 what the f 갖다 박아 what's up baby 너는 그냥 됐지 다들 놀러 갈 때 난 타고 다녀 so ski 빠르게 walk this alright 처음에 빈말에 그냥 확실히 you just look time with your rubber top man I'm stuck 권태기 원해도 그냥 미니만이 모 가서 때려박지 더 Get my honor, who's my poppin'? 시그널 라면 주변이 난리 법서 캐도 with it, yeah. 2 for 5, yeah. Figure out my side lock, 시간 없어 많이 맞춰도 맞대. 맞아 여전히 hard to take but 위태로운 얘들 모조리 하지 채로 with it, yeah. What the hell, nah. What the hell, what this, yo.
Okay, so all pass, I think he deserved it 100%. He's so clear. Let's see what I wrote about him. So, like I said, I was so happy to see KP. He killed it. I'm glad he got the all pass, and I can't wait to see what else he does. So now we're gonna go on to the next one.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, I love this instrumental.
Hey.
Yeah.
Man, on the road to riches. 난 아직 걸음 못했지. 난 내 목소리 뱉고 넌 뱉기다 겁은 못했지. 이 시대 저 시대 가고 남겨내 채취. 비교할 수 없게 코를 찌르는 너의 cosmetics. 지나간.
Okay, so another super clear rapper, just like KP. The first 3, because these are in order this time, the first 3 were very clear pronunciation rappers. But something about his, Skarf's, is just really special with the pronunciation. Again, like I said about vice versa in the last video, it's really sharp. And for him, it's both the tone and the pronunciation and the clarity and everything.
출처 발 밑에 물집에 힙합하러까지 와서 보고 있냐 눈치 왜 나 프리스타일 하면 너 착각하지 뮤직뱅 쿨하지만 나 쿨하진 않지 어쩌면 없나봐 나 우울할 시간이 다 손가락질하지 마치 구라킴같이 평가만 가득한 음악 여기 음악실 같이 허리띠 졸라매도 그게 네 장르라면 누빌 거야 날로 대어 난 내 취향을 알아 내게로 레어 고속 같아 like tomato 그냥 날 탐험 툼레이더 내 짝꿍이 택해줘 감사합니다.
Okay, so that's actually better than I remember in the episode. I don't remember being that interested in this performance, actually. He was really good. Yeah, that's crazy. And I 100% disagree with Loco and Gray failing him. That was a bad choice, but that's okay. Whatever. So Skarf, same thing as Trey B with the instrumental. When I said Trey B's instrumental was amazing, that's how I feel about this one too. I liked it, and I feel like he's going to be the most interesting during the song rounds if he ends up making it that far. So that's what I have to say about Skarf. I'm going to go on to the next one. All right, so in this small portion, I'm going to talk about some rappers, but I'm not going to do a reaction to them, and then I'm going to go back to the actual video reactions. So for one, Nosun got an all pass. Next, Yunhway came on. She was really relaxing. She had a little yoga instructor type vibe to me. That's what I thought about her. I liked it at first, but then she messed up. I was rooting for her, of course. And man, I was like, you know what? Bring back connections. Bring back connections. Like, they should have just passed her out connections. Like, who cares? You guys have already did it for like 12 seasons now. So do it again. Like, we don't care. Well, I don't care at this point. I don't care. Like, I'm past the point of caring. But anyway, they should have passed her on connections. Okay? Anyway. All right, so obviously I'm being kind of funny, but not really. I'm kind of serious, but you know, it's just a joke because I'm just kidding. But
Hey, yo. 조용한 저도 내 녀석 엄마 말 잘 들어 학원에 가 버스 중 간단히 바닥에 떨어진 MP 를 주워서 갖다 줄까 하는 생각도 없이 그냥 가방에 넣어 이제 보니 미친놈이었네 얼마나
another really clear rapper.
미쳤었냐면 나 거기 들어있던 랩 듣고 꼭 바꿔볼까 하다가 진짜로 바꿔서 여러분 이제 내 꿈은 랩 스타일 도끼는 도끼고 난 그냥 나란히 대신아 왜 안 돼요 억까 나 해내고 만다 말아 되고팠냐면 맨날 배고팠어 Let's go 그래도 그렇게 사는 게 재밌었잖아 나 진짜로 에이 말에서 될 것을 시작도 안 했어 시당초에 나를 막 파다가 팔아면 freshman 시장통에 돈을 그냥 부르짖고 무슨 브로콜리 머리하고 나가 TV 방송에 아싸네 with the label 없어 안주하고 말았어 뭐가 먼저지도 모르고 헤매다 지금의 나와는 마주쳐 팔다가 3만원 영혼까지 팔았어 life
Great pass.
Alright, so he got a 3 pass as we saw, but I disagree with Hakushiba Seki and J-Tong. I feel like that should have been probably an all pass. But one thing I want to say, and I put this in my notes too, I felt like as soon as I saw that hat, I would have robbed Zene The Zilla. Like, I would have robbed him after the show, and I'm like, I would have robbed him. Like, he could keep his chains, he could keep his jewelry, he could keep his wallet, but I would have robbed him for the hat. So that's that. Now some actual stuff about his rapping. Oh, I don't think I really said much. I think I just said I would have robbed him for the hat. But I think I said he was good, so he was good.
Oh.
Hey, yo, DJ, where the beat at?
잘했으면 좋겠다. 나 잘했으면 좋겠어.
Yeah. Oh no. Wait it. 넌 알면서도 넌 wait it. I'm waiting. 알면서도 난 wait it. Yeah, pull up for me. I'm tryna pull up to you. 난 했지 everything. I just brought a big flower for you. That's not a goal, but she don't wanna lose. Now 잡았고 날 보면 알아줄. Let me just make that. Yeah, let me just make that cash. 나 원하지 너 회색. 나 원하지 다른 색. 우리 몸은 나면 나오지가 색. 헷갈려 난 어제. 근데 너.
So he got the all pass, well deserved. He reminded me a lot of Dbo with the singing. Their voices sound really similar, actually. I didn't think about this at the time, but now that I'm watching it, Dbo and Millimax could probably have a really dope duo. Like, that would be interesting to see. They gotta get on a song together. They gotta collab. And overall, I just really like Millimax, so we're gonna go on to the next. And you know what? Actually, I think I might actually go back and just watch Nosun's performance again.
Key.
Okay, I like the church choir-ish type instrumental.
What? Key. 늘 회개했어 교회 가서 I'm on my knees 죄가 늘어가는 삶을 살았지만 Jesus please 난 선택권이 없었다고 I can't find my peace 이해한다 해도 절대 몰라 내가 겪은 streets 난 걸어갔지 맨발로 I went to hell and back 옆에 사람 없고 나 보이는 게 just funny bags 또 새벽 2시 내 머릿속에 열애 셋 늦기 전에 물어봤지 시댁에 like wild blast 아침에 산책같이 고민했지 삶의 가치 넘겨 cup of coffee 원하면 컵난 걸어봤지 yeah. 이제는 어린 나이가 보였지만 그 같이 텅 빈 내 영밖에 안 나온다고 너도 비슷하지 겨울에 피지 않는 곳에 시간은 뭔지 봄이 또 오면 햇살을 보고 다시 또 피겠지 이번엔 두개 연기는 삼겨 썩어간 내 뱃속까지 오늘 죽어도 나 다음 생에서 널 데려갈게.
Okay, and he ended up getting an all pass. I agree with that. So yeah, that's what I have to say, and I'm gonna go on to the next one. And I said a lot about NilliNico when I was watching this episode, so let's see what he's gonna do and how I feel about it this time.
이제 가자 give it a gun.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Let's play Tokyo, Japan. I'm pretty boy near. Yeah. 나 매일 크치가 되는 캔디바 boy. Spoonbox no demo try kid drop boy. 랍스를 또 도사이트 목해내요. freestyle 사나 boy. 뭐 말하노까 그것도 말 모노같이 계속 나 하고 가져 친구들이 안고 사도 베이로 돌아부르는 스케일 뭐 밴드같이 해요 스와테를 아이고 고자 너도 지금 이제 녹에다가 오래오래 자빠지 생각이지 조스걸 따라해 까물해 파이팅 노래가 또 잘못한 말 때문에 티를 시작돼 이 착을 알 그래라 날 신뢰를 쓸어줘 서로 곁갔다 내려가 어떤 옆에 쏘노바이 다시 사고도 날 비록 그 오래가 길을 세치도 고다이 알블란도지만 돌이 쓰기다 소문할 시치 아니 에디게 또한해 아갈 다이지나 것도 오래와 온갖 그이가 나이 미에르 미라이 나테르 오토 간지다이 올레나 파치라이 풀크 피리프 기무라 바리스키 마스크도 서로의 파포 미리타리
So he got a 2 pass. Watching that a second time, I think it's actually a lot more palatable than I thought it was on my first watch. I originally thought it was really unique and stuff like that. Just really, like, I see why I didn't get a 4 pass or an all pass because everybody is not gonna like that style. But for me, I love NilliNico's style, like his dressing style. And I also like his persona because it's like half laid back and it's half extra at the same time. So that's really weird. I also thought, I don't think I've really seen that before. Somebody who has both sides of their persona like that, half laid back and half over the top. His rap has a lot going on. I thought it was good. I thought it was really unique and different. However, it's just not my personal thing, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I didn't like it at first, but now that I'm watching it again, I feel like it was a lot more palatable. And I feel a bit more neutral on it. I don't feel like, oh, it's like my personal style, even though it's good. But for this, I feel like it's not bad, it's not good. If that makes sense, like I feel like it's not as weird as I originally thought it was, if that makes sense. Alright, so I thought this rapper Eunhui was really good, but I didn't say much else about him, so let's see what he's gonna do here and see if I can figure out what exactly I thought was good about him. Oh, he's handsome, he's good looking. I probably like that about him.
유튜브 스타일 딱 봐도 피배 니도 티참 언제나 레이베 백고 그냥 섞어 버무려 함나다 베이베 알코올릭 바로 샴페인 따고 치게 on my way.
Okay, I'm noticing that his style seems like a little old and modern mixed together, but I guess because he's so young, he's able to take the modernness and make it sound not as old school and still sound hip a little bit, still trendy, I guess. That's really interesting. I didn't notice that the first time I watched this.
Wait for you 올려줘나 봐라 얼씨구 열통 부재중 매니저 하나 몸이 떨려 원해 그냥 쳐가봐 페노맨 코앞에선 기분이야 뭔 말할 애도 싸움에 곁이 열이 너무 아직 색상 월정은 몰라도 여긴다지 Give Mr. P my king don't know First 비아지가 야지 끝까지 멱살개를 맡에 몰려 메이시 이건 백두 사장님께 원하면 아카펠라로 틀어줄게 메이플 동시에 의심을 랩이 끝난 다음에 실끝대로 늦지 않아 해단 들은 맛
오, 잘한다.
아들 래퍼 마저 말이 많아 알바는 뭐야 강들이 봐라 뱀의 머리가 용의 꼬리를 물었잖아 마이크 슬레이어 속이고 경배
Okay, 3 pass. I don't know what's going on with Gray and Loco. I think they just might be looking for something really special, and a lot of these rappers either they're overly unique to the way to where they're not that palatable, but then either they're overly unique, like I just said, or they're too bland. I think it's like two extremes, and Loco and Gray can't find somebody who's more balanced and in the middle. I think they're looking for somebody who might be more balanced. So that's that. That's what I think it is, at least. But anyway, I like Eunhui, and I'm glad that he's passed, and that's all I have to say for this one. I'm gonna move on. I think it's Chio Chicano, so let's do that one.
Chio in the building, period.
Okay, that's her catchphrase.
오, 이거가 좋구나.
크라 붐 왜? yeah, 나와 like that. What's your thing? 나보다 못해서 하래 okay. 아래도 너보다 잘해놓게 혓바닥 AK 기준에 yeah. 스마트킹 내가 등장을 하니까 자는 시간을 보지. 홀로 고개나 바라기 질래 보는 백일이 나 보여본 그 kids. DEEPBIGDIVE I so what I 진짜 하나 쓰면 이 남자 위에서 하진 않죠. shit. 나랑 비교하면 너네 다 빌려로 그건 뭐 안 봐도 알잖아 비디오 노래방에다가 불러라 인디고 매일 부기야 보람 나 빛으로 그 빛도 위로 for 위로 Hey baby Hey cry
Okay, yeah, so I definitely agree with the pass. I thought that she was really interesting. I've seen her on episode 1 and episode 4 today as well. So yeah, I've been looking at her, and I think, yeah, she's really loud. She's a really good performer, and she's really clear too. I think that's something with all of the rappers that we've seen so far on this episode. A lot of clarity and just sharpness as far as their pronunciation. And so because she's a good performer and she has a lot of clarity and vocal projection, I think they're just going to be able to do a lot with her the longer she stays on the show. Spoiler alert, but she gets to episode 4 and she passes on episode 4 as well. Also, I just noticed when I was watching the show, like, her body is crazy and she's pretty. And overall, so far, I like her. I didn't really know how I was going to feel about Chio Chicano. When she first came out, I didn't know what to think about her. I didn't know. She could have gone either way. I was like, is she going to be normal, or is she going to go into like try hard territory? I kind of hate the word try hard, but it's the first word on my mind. Is she going to go into that territory where she tries to be black basically and just gets weird about it? But luckily, I don't think she's gone into that territory. I think she's relatively normal. I do feel like she has like a female Fleeky Bang type vibe, so that's interesting. And as of right now, yeah, I'm definitely interested in her, and I think she's cool. So that's how I feel about Chio Chicano and her performance. I'm going to go on to the next.
비트 주시겠어요?
Okay, so we got Chaboom up here looking like Jimmy Crystal from 28 Years Later. That's a compliment. I like Jimmy Crystal. He's cool. But anyway, back to the point. He could be one of the Jimmys. That's what I'm saying.
내가 됐을 때 꿈에 섞여 주위를 돌아봤는데 내 생각보다 남은 놈들이 몇 되지 않을 때 손놀이 친구와 먼저 간 친구 3일째 궁금하며 쓱 계속될 때 한시급 덕분에 난 개밥 취급 3구뭉의꾼 돈백의 준왕의 등급 무당벌레처럼 화려해 보이던 인생 날개 못 피고 떨어지는 평생 님은 절망에 배돌래 행부정의 고도비만 떨쳐내려 를 담아 밤새 변기에 머리를 박고 답을 찾아봐 내 인생 이게 빠지던가 아님 야가 빠져야 살 수 있다던가 둘 다 아님 닥치고 짜지던가 짱 조선족 고려인 그게 내 이름 안산 물어
Okay, I agree with the all pass again, and I think the proper thing that he's trying to go for is probably Run DMC. I think that's what he's going for. But anyway, upon watching all these performances again, it seems like these judges this season really like clarity. So I think that's going to be the theme for this. What all the rappers have in common on this episode, just clarity. Other than the thing I said about Chaboom looking like he could be one of the Jimmys from 28 Years Later, I said that he was pretty much perfect. I still agree with that. It was pretty much the perfect performance. It was pretty much the perfect instrumental, perfect rapping, technicality, style, all that. And I noticed that he produced the instrumental. that was cool. That's all I have to say for now. Actually, I want to talk about Millimax again. He also produced his instrumental as well. So a lot of people produce their own instrumentals this season. I think that it's good for them because they definitely made it a perfect fit for them. Yeah, that's good.
비트 주세요.
Yeah. 날 불러면서 right now 거지였지만 이젠 fight now 성질급한 랩분으로 money sign now if you want this in my line now if you wanna if you wanna yeah I don't know about it they won't even know how to move playing the party I made a pole that won't nobody's my mileage 김포사는 놈바는 나보다 비 boom 레오나르도 다빈치 boom 만드는 음악 모나리 boom I don't really know nobody 모자라도 somebody 날 불러 now if you wanna 감사합니다.
오. 잘했네.
He got an all pass, but I felt like some of the judges weren't really feeling it, and I think I remember some things that happened on the episode. So the first thing I said was Marv got prettier. I felt like during this performance he was giving Weinstein vibes. The producers looked shocked about the all pass. I also was too until I remembered the episode, and what they said was, oh, I accidentally forgot to hit the button. I meant to fail then. I always thought that was a bullshit excuse, but apparently it's real. Yeah, I don't know. You know how you like space out on the job? I guess they like this is their job too, so sometimes they low-key space out, I guess. And so yeah, Marv passed and that was different and gonna move on. Okay, so before we get into Osun, I'm going to talk about some more things that happened on the show. So, Twlv. I don't see his performance here. I think it's because he got eliminated during the episode. So I didn't see his performance here, but I'm going to talk about him anyway because I wrote stuff down about him. I thought his performance was really interesting, but it just wasn't my thing. And I know that Twlv can make amazing songs, but the song that he did on this episode just wasn't my thing. That's probably why he got eliminated, so that was that. I had a headache during this episode, apparently. And in general, when I was watching this episode, I was not interested. So I was like, I'm going to have to figure something out because I'm just tired and devoid of excitement. Devoid of excitement. Like, that's such a dramatic thing to say. But anyway, the best rapper in the universe could come on and I'd be like, cool. Anyway. It's not like it felt like I was on Benadryl, but I wasn't. I just felt like I was frozen in time. From what I remember, I was kind of just staring at the TV like this. Like, you know what I mean? So that's what I mean when I say, cool. Anyway. And I feel like, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like you guys can kind of see that in my energy while I'm recording this video. Like, I don't feel like I look that interested, but I know that if I watch this a third time and try to react again and go overboard with it, then like you guys are going to be able to pick up on that too, or either I just won't like this video and I won't want to put it up there, put it up on YouTube. So yeah, anyway, I liked episode 4 a lot more when I watched it this morning, but that's how I felt about episode 3 so far. So anyway, we're just going to get back into Osun.
박자 한번 타보겠습니다. 바로 주세요.
박자 잘 타. 진짜?
존경 respect 동경 this that around Pinocchio
어떻게 들어갔지? 박자?
존경 respect 동경 this that around Pinocchio take a picture with your 내 오늘 밤은 느껴 그저 비슷한 걸로 색깔별로 네 선물 yeah 난 산신령네 yeah fight to the lines 놓치네다가 그 나이까지도 인정 못 받아 같은 자리를 억지로 엮은 뒤 꼬랑지 밟히기 싫다고 좋대 네 말이 맞아 다른 나라면 이 보고서 자랐으니 알아도
잘 모르겠는데?
이게 맞아 꾸미는 방법을 모르지 아마 I make famine look cancer high stamina you can't chase this 넌 셈이나 해도 안 돼서 남들의 that's why I got blessed 단지난 걸 아직 with my team never switch my leader 졸업하면 끌어다 줄게 been in bucket Range Rovers yeah 존경 respect 동경 this that around Pinocchio take a picture with your 난데 오늘 밤 못 느껴 거쳐 비슷한 걸로 색깔별로 네 선물 에이 파파파파파 난 사실 영론 속여 yeah. 존경 respect 동경 this that shit around in Pinocchios take a picture with your bitch 한 눈을 밤못 느껴 거저 비슷한 걸로 색깔별로 있어 뭐
굉장히 늦게 풀리는 스타일이야.
난 사실 영론 속여
He got a 2 pass. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. That wasn't even close to the best Osun can do. And I felt like that on episode 4 as well. So spoiler alert, but yeah. And Osun is a great performer and a rapper, so I was definitely expecting a lot. Maybe the judges were too, especially since J Tong was just on Rap Public with him. He was the winner, one of the winners of Rap Public. He was on the team that won. So definitely the standard for him is going to be really high. I said he wasn't giving what he usually gives. So yeah, he wasn't up to his usual standards. This wasn't the best he can do. He seems tired or nervous, so I understand that. His energy just wasn't there. Same, I feel you. I feel like we're on the same wavelength right now. But anyway, I still agree with the past, even though it wasn't his best. So that's what I have to say about Osun. Another person, I saw that he uploaded his own performance, but it wasn't part of the Show Me the Money 12 playlist that I'm watching right now. He didn't pass. So the next person I'll talk about is Mojo. He did some dancing, he made it fun, and it was very old school, that type of vibe, but it was still fun. He got failed, but he was definitely a good time. He added something to the show that was interesting, at least for a little while. So that's what I have to say about him. All right, so I reapplied my lip gloss like I'm going on a date or something, but yeah, I rub my lips together so much so it comes off. But anyway, this is Fleeky Bang, so let's get into that.
뱉어주세요.
Yeah, I come out fucking feel. I come out fucking feel. I come out fucking feel. I come out fucking. I come out fucking feel like a Goku. 너가 말을 걸어도 내 대답은 없고 비전으로 K don't stop. I'm a star. 백글라는 베개, 플라김 타고 K의 제품은 다섯 개 올라. 한 대만 날치만 하나 올라. 어쩌고 저쩌고 하는 브랜드. 이 랩들 나도 건너 철구. 뭐야 너 like. 캐치가 맨인 줄 알지만 사이. 아무도 안 친해 나 혼자 타이. Everything K야 너라 white. 사운드 신경 써 따지만 내가 듣기에 네 사운드 너무나 white. 한번 빼봐 나처럼 한 번만 해봐 너지 때부터 지금 rap like 자 박힌 걔님의 히사 할로 shaking This to feel 3D 뜨고 났으니까 what's poppin' My flow yeah 나가 talking 네 공연은 너무나 텅빈 틱톡 쇼츠 래퍼 어쩌고 네 키가 진짜로 쇼지 Yeah I come out fucking feel I come out fucking I come out fucking feel damn
감사합니다. 오pen.
Okay, he got an all pass. Obviously, I agree with that. I still think this was really good, and it still wasn't his best, I think. So that's how I feel about that. Oh, I originally liked that he wore his Akuma outfit, because that's what that looks like to me for the fire pit round. Because if he would have failed and the fire pit would have went up, that would have been like crazy. Like, ooh, that would have been crazy. But his flow was something. I thought, like, when I say, oh, that was something, I mean it in a good way, not a bad way in this case. The vibe was actually a bit different for him, so I definitely like that vibe. And overall, I agree with an all pass. It's Fleeky Bang. I think it's pretty well documented on this channel that I like him, so yeah, I'm not going to say too much, and we're going to go on to the next one.
Yo, okay. 2025 in Korea. 頭と体を揺らしな言葉が刀なら僕なら日本と丸抜三角四角よりもまた四角から狙う日本
The way he came in, it was really impactful, and how fast he came in, that was really interesting.
文句があるならこっちに来い思ってるより世界は広いジャパニーズラップスター知ってんだろ俺のこと駆け抜けてる今東京さあ決めようぜ誰が本物超えるよ誰かの想像俺ならどうぞ自分がやるべきことあの日の傷なら相当鼻からいかなかった高校口より行動論より証拠いつでも俺なら飛んでる状況は言えなれぬかなへそかっこ渋みょん磯のるけ間違いなしいただく勝負様に初期じゃないし本気を出して優勝以外は神がないしShow me some money Make some noise
You got it.
Okay, so he got a 1 pass. That was really close. The guy from VSOP City, I forgot his name. I know they're a trio, but I think he might be VSOP City, but you saw him kind of say like, oh, Zico's about to hit the button to basically fail him, but it didn't happen. There was like 5 or 6 seconds left. Oh no, it was Tooks. My bad. I don't know who's who yet because I haven't really paid that much. I gotta go react to their episode 1 or 2 video. I'm gonna do that some other time. But yeah, he ended up passing with a 1 pass. He's definitely an acquired taste, which is why he's really famous in Japan apparently. So I see, because over time they would have had time to acquire the taste to him, but on here, like, you just don't really have time to really grow into them. He's definitely really unique and different. So I see how it's not everybody's thing. And so what I said about him is the fast rap is good, but some parts it gets ruined because it doesn't match the beat. And overall, it's a good style. Zico said on the show that different flows would be interesting to see from him. I agree with him. And then somebody did an upset face. I said his upset face was really adorable, so let's find it. I actually don't think they show it in this clip, but on the show he purposefully made like a sadder face and it was pretty adorable. So that's what I was talking about. If you guys saw it, then you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so this person. As soon as this person came on my TV, I was like, because this person, they're kind of fucking mean, to be honest. They're not one of my favorite people, but we're gonna be fair. We're gonna react to their performance, and that's gonna be that. So this is Young Blesh. Let's get into it.
Shoot, yeah, it's alright, yeah. 돈 때문에 걱정은 산처럼 쌓지 이구산 초심 난 거울을 봐시 흔들려내 가치관 그리고 미래 내 가족과 브라더의 시선은 비례 I'ma just go and I gotta take it When I was 21 started to make it 정신 못 차림 넌 버려져 길에 낸 자부심 믿음이 있어 나 이래 가들은 역시 또 쉬운 걸 찾지 내 죄를 다 털고 저 하늘을 봐시 내 낭만을 조고 난 내 꿈을 사지 이 시간이 기회 내 시간이 왔지 yeah 나 원해 change 정신과 의사 날 이해 못해 가방을 싸맨 다음 구미 갈 때 사랑을 느껴낸 놈들도 same 보기천 금시 하나 둘 모여 또 빠지다시 깊이 걱정을 하더니 모든 게 쉽지 yeah 시간은 참 빠르게 흘러가서 밉시 슈 시간은 참 빠르게 흘러가서 밉시 yeah alright 시간은 참 빨라 why
Alright, so he got an out pass. I agree with that, despite my earlier comments, even though I still agree with those two. But anyway, that instrumental was really nice. It was very jazzy, very chill, very laid back. Again, lots of clarity, like multiple other contestants that we've seen. And it was a nice style overall. It fits him very well. Instrumental was kind of bare bones, but one thing that stood out was obviously the jazzy saxophone thing in the back. I liked his storytelling lyrics. You guys can't see it here, but on the original episode, he was, like, you could see what he was saying. And he has a bit of charisma, so there's that. And he's also talented overall, which is why he got the all pass. And, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and tolerate him for now. So yeah, it's not that bad. There's worse. I can say that, but he is kind of mean. So I'm staying on that, period. But that's it for now for Young Blesh. We're gonna move on to the next clip.
Dbo Let's go now 피처링스 래퍼 없어 비행기 타고 미국까지 얘는 왜 이렇게 멋이 없어 난 마이크 앞에 솔직하지 힙합인 척 광고 하지만 어떻게 해서
This outfit is insane. I love it.
돈 벌었니 어떻게 해서 활동하니 어떻게 유명해졌지 나 가장 사랑받고 가장 미움받는 래퍼 난 이 favorite 래퍼 원래 대체품이 더 잘 팔려 난 대체 물가 그게 내 매력
Alright, I agree with the 3 pass. Like I said, his style's insane. His outfit's really fresh. And his rap is way better too. I think like I said about vice versa, he's at his peak. He's at the best of the best of the best that he's ever been. So Dbo is killing it, and I'm interested in seeing what he's gonna do going forward. But now we're gonna move on to Rohan, or Rohan.
Love is all I got.
Love is all I need, no fear, dry kiss 너는 터졌으나 me 난 서울 먹고 휴가 간 거야 Welcome to my city 강릉 이건 내 광고야 동네 나를 오해 이럴 테고 몇번 비틀 걸었지만 너의 예의랑은 권태기 높아졌던 콧대 no plastic surgery 자연이라고 증명하는 다시 더 concrete 그렇게 머리 박았더니 없어지는 염치 난 다시 해보려고 했는데 채널가 block me What? If you need the rap, give me up Give me up The baddest mother
고생했습니다.
감사합니다
고생했습니다.
Yeah, I disagree with that. I felt like he was good. I think his fail overall was unfair. But that song, I think it just wasn't people's style, so it didn't hit. That's what I thought when I originally was watching the episode. But now that I'm watching this, I don't know. I can't really find anything wrong with this. So that was a weird fail, but whatever. We're gonna move on to the next. So this one's the Royal one. Royal 44.
다 꼬시고 싶어서 나왔어요.
He's so annoying. Anyway, he came up there. What I said was he came up there looking like Michael Jackson. But anyway, I'm gonna go to his song. Okay, so there we go.
오 기대돼.
마이클 잭슨, let's go.
Yeah. Love me or hate me. Yeah. Love me or hate me, I'm a bad man. got rolling on my wrist, no hedging checkmate. Yeah, 심장은 cold 마치 terminate. Yeah, $1,000 캐시게 날 치유해. I see change 바뀐 삶이 yeah,처럼 난 Scarface. The world is yours, baby I love you, but I love money를 더 more. Lady 마중 잔에 밀지 않게 채워둬. Yeah, cash first love은 나중에 빅삭한 태도 거친 내 생. 캐시미어 폰 프라다 막아두기로는 okay. Please don't touch my mask, yeah. Please don't touch my rags. Full pockets to my pants, yeah. And I want it from the face. 사랑과 식물을 동시에 받아서 girl I'm okay. 마샤난 포기한 네 핏줄 속에 시간이 없어 욕심이 너무 많은데.
축하합니다.
They failed him because his voice cracked one time. But like I swear when I was watching this live, it seemed worse. I don't know what was going on with me. I guess waking up at 4:20 a.m. is really doing something to my brain. It's not working, okay? Because that performance was way better than I remember. I originally agreed with the 3 pass, but this low-key should have been a 4 pass. Okay, so what I said was his performance was his voice is so vibey. He's very sensual. I didn't expect that from him. He won me over. And he's also the reason why I tolerate young Blesh. But also, like that first line he said, love me or hate me, I'm a bad man. Yeah, that's true, because he's kind of a mean person too. But I tolerate it from him because he makes good music and he's good looking. So I'm only going to tolerate it once. He does anything else crazy, it's a rap. Just making sure that's on the record. But yeah. I take note of stuff, I notice stuff. But anyway, that performance, what I thought initially, sounded kind of weird. He sounded sick. And that's something that I've been noticing throughout the episodes. His voice sounds like he's a little bit sick. So that might be what it is. But in general, I feel like he did pretty good on the song. He's a really good singer. Because this one didn't have no auto-tune or nothing, which is why you heard his voice crack. But it was like such a small little crack. You could barely even affect anything. So... But I guess that's why they failed him, because they weren't feeling the small little voice cracks. It wasn't absolutely perfect, so I didn't give him the all pass. So that makes sense. But he's a really good singer. So yeah, he killed that performance. I liked it. And I like Royal 44. And that's that.
Sure.
Okay, so Blasta is Jung Sang-soo from way back in the day. I think he was on Show Me the Money 3. But he was also on some other seasons as well. So that's where you know him from if he looks familiar.
파이팅!
Yeah, yeah. 앵커도 마피아, 2Q가 블라스타. 힙합을 위해 여기 모빈 우리 락스타. 탱크 형의 음악이 버무려진 우리 둘의 랩은 파스타. 숲기 따라가보자 알라스카. 영사수의 랩은 정진을 향해 날아가는 바수카. 내 전차들 모조리 박살 내 있고 사락지대 전투에서 자본을 파괴받는 바 격포 대한민국 K9 자주포 구구절절 대대손 이어져 내려보르니 스토리빅 도리 자신 몰입 아이들의 목소리 폭포수 밑에서 삶의 빛을 깨닫고 가사 여기저기 심어 너무 절묘한 메타포 생각이 날 때 꺼내먹어 완맹 잡고 인생이란 무비 중에 수의 소리 메가폰 내 플로우는 레가토 거친 내 생명의 빛에 이제 더 이상 할 수 없어 지체 끝없이 달려도 절대 많이 지치네 우리의 아름다운 유산을 지키네 yeah, yeah.
Okay, he did good. I also agree with the all pass. What I'm noticing now is that he's still really dated. He's an OG, but his energy just overpowers the datedness, so it doesn't even matter. Like, it's back in the days I used to talk about Juvie Train and how his datedness made him endearing. For Blasta, it's just his energy that just overpowers it, so it doesn't matter what generation it's from or anything like that. So that's what I have to say about him. I'm gonna move on to the next.
I drop the beat.
Okay, so we got Flowsik.
Yeah, I'm sick of this. 이 바닥 넘치는 gimmicks, I'm sick of 주제 파악 못하는 gimmicks, yeah, I'm sick of My name says it all, the flow too sick for this 악으로 직승주 better 잘 들어 listen 깡으로 버터 비처럼 never collect Boy, you live in a fairy tale, you flying like Peter Pan 내일 아침 눈을 떠도 you'll never be a man Can't try to live a life, something you'll never understand So under the matter, you folding under pressure When it jams, I'm only humans, we're as loyal as dogs I don't have to play such tight D, expecting a double cross I can't take another loss, 상관없어, cause I'm wiser now 심케기도 올려, put in work, so how you like me now Got my young jazz and they are with me So you creeping from the side, I'm not surprised New York City, that's where I'm from, get gritty Time is moving fast, another day in the life I'm number one in this home, the best of the best If you think you're Superman, I put that X on your chest Flesh on your flesh, blood on your blood Leave you laying on the mud while still holding a grudge What?
Okay, so he only got a 3 pass. I probably would have given him a 4, but that's just me. You could tell he was a little bit nervous, or at least that's what I thought in episode 1. Looking back, I do think he was a bit nervous. Looking at it again, he seems like a little tense, so yeah. But regardless of whatever, I definitely would have still passed him. That was a great performance, so we're gonna move on to the next one. Okay, so from here I want to talk about somebody who didn't pass. It's WANG, okay? And I was hoping that person would pass because it's nice to see someone who knows they're Asian and is 100% okay with it and blending it with another culture. So that's cool. So I felt like WANG was a perfect example of true cultural exchange and true cultural appreciation right there. So unfortunately, his performance as far as rap goes wasn't that good, so I was really sad. But WANG, if he just gets better, practices rap a little bit more, and like that's gonna be crazy, mixing his traditional, I think it was Chinese culture with the African American culture and all those influences. I think that was so dope, and I was really rooting for him. I really want to see him come back. I really want to see him do well, because I don't think I've seen anybody really truly do the Asian and African American fusion well so far. To its full extent. You see what I'm saying? When both cultures are fully present and both cultures are there. So anyway, that's the shout out to WANG, and I'm gonna move on to the next one.
師兄俾個 beat 我。
오, 멋있다.
Okay, you ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? Let's go. They coming, they going say something. They coming, move on latency. They coming, you chase our soul and you think I'm get my baby before you hate it, boy. 世界都係冇人性嘅 ghost danger boy， 繼續玩啊，繼續玩啊，只係時間問題，你都會變通緝犯都冇得揀 ，so what you standing for？ 大單嘢俾你做，別又話拿着老個時間說數沒完別話假，就是明白嘅怕他不必真正大家話，用我脾氣同我時間吸取每個教訓，小心紅藍色燈慢慢靠近。
Okay, so I really like that performance. I think it was an all pass. Let's see. Okay, yeah, all pass. So what I thought most is that he reminded me of the rapper Slick Rick, the OG rapper. He doesn't rap like him, but his styling just reminds me of him. So that's really interesting. That's a really interesting rapper to be similar to. And also all the languages he uses, it gives it such a nice texture. And I definitely like this rap that he did better than the one that he did in round 1.
인생은 오르막에 난 기세를 눕히지 않아 인생은 오르막에 난 기세를 눕히지 않아 누구나 나 K4를 걸어 후드티 하나 달라 입고 컴피티션 나갔던 게 15 사람바라 탐욕을 라바 세르미 기기하면 10만 원이 더 내 price went up bands went up hate went up I beg your pardon feel like I'm Bruce Banner 너 파시고 있다고 young meditator I rap in his 도시의 영영난 국가대표 표정이 썩어게 랩 못하는 래퍼는 똥 싸는 기계지 뭐 반 이상이라도 똑바로 하면 나는 뭐라고 하네 차라고 나서 노래하면 노력 경청해 I be like 했더니 따라하기 멍청하네 이 자식들은 단 한 개도 없이 보여준 게 나의 스튜디오 뒤엔 고 ring이 like 3개 그 옆에 화이트보드 위에 블루프린트 체크리스트 5년 전 선물 받은 방송 위에서 나 방금 명상했어 얼굴에 철판 깔아 빨아먹고 이삭 따라 하기만 해도 나는 무게를 빼고 뛰어넘어 뺏어 탐하고 입맛대로 감보고 스크램블해서 다 먹어 먹었던 거 까먹어 야르 나는 먹은 다음 또 먹어 야르 운동하고 나면 프로틴을 야르 그래서인가봐 내 발음이 다른 게 나는 내 오바르에게 섭외가 다르 카니바고스 라이프 브르릉 휴게소에 풀린 너 판배 브룽 My bros feel like they groom 매니저 영뽕 be like
All pass. He's perfect. He's perfect. He's perfect. I think he probably might win. I don't know. For me right now, it's between Milli, Twlv, and Han. So that's who it is for me right now. But I don't know. Okay, so to get into the obvious, he messed up a little bit immediately as he got in. I think he might have came into the beat too early, but he got it back together so quick you don't even remember the mistake. It was such a small mistake, and his performance was pretty much perfect other than that. And like I said, Twlv, Han, and Milli are my top picks at the moment. And I also keep remembering Wes Atlas too. He's really something. So maybe he'll be the 4th person. It'll be those 4 going together at the end. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But that's how I feel about Han. There was in the actual episode, he was talking to Milli and he was like, "Are you nervous?" And I was like, he was so handsome when he said that. He was so handsome. And I felt like he was trying to show off for Milli. Don't be flirting. I felt like he low-key putting the moves on there. Like, it's okay. I ship it. It's cute. I know that people hate when they ship it because they're not actually together or whatever, but it's cute. It's nice to see. And I feel like Show Me the Money is purposefully editing a lot of scenes of them together. So they want us to see they're like me. They like shipping. So there's that. Anyway, I'm going to move on to the next one, and that's Milli. So let's go see what she's talking about.
Asking who am I? I don't know what am I, wanna become. The only reason I still do is this love. Little question, kid with the lost in my dream, and now I'm dreaming inside my mind, and I'm asking why? When I'm back home I cry. And I'm so try, but you'll got such a good pick out of this 해까지 했어. You can burn me or break me, won't even die, I will leave one. Talk to the yard like a dynamite, hit me look with fire like fighter. Competitive serotonin, adrenaline, and when we make you feel like if I kidding made you. Competitive serotonin, adrenaline, and when we make you feel like if I kidding made you when we younger. Running around the field thunder. Sometimes still running in the solid when I grew, I was at a high in the bunker. Wonder when we were raped, so what made me change? No, I still believe in the fatal. I don't wanna sleep, I don't wanna fall to these I'm afraid so. So I believe in patience. I believe the pain again, 노력 없인 안 돼. I believe one day I reach the success. I believe my family, my friend, I believe my parents, they all loving me. I believe in you, Miss Milli. Miss Milli.
Ooh, that was crazy. That was crazy. I got chills so many times during that performance. So again, like I said, little brat dog came to life. Her singing voice is so beautiful. And I was thinking, again, we might get another female rapper this season. So a female winner this season. So she's too OP. She's too overpowered. She can do too many stuff. You saw the instrumental change. You saw her singing and then changing into fast rap. And also she's just like telling her story. I liked her storytelling on this one as well. And she said, "I believe in you, Miss Milli." I agree. I believe in you, Miss Milli. Definitely. And freaking Loco was dirty macking. If you guys know what that means, go look it up. I don't remember what he said. He said something along the lines of, "I don't think if you went to that team, it would be good." Something like that. And he was basically trying to get her away from J Pig Jay Park and Lil Mosh Pit. So yeah, don't be dirty macking Loco. That's not good. But I guess it's funny to see Loco doing that because you wouldn't expect him to. Anyway, that's all for now. I'm gonna go edit this video. It's so long. So thank you for your time. Please subscribe if you haven't. Come back for episode 4. Watch the other Show Me the Money 12 in that playlist, wherever it is. And subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.